أهلا بيكم في حلقة جديدة من شوتايم. حلقة النهاردة هنشوف ونتابع من خلالها أهم الأحداث والأعمال الفنية العالمية من أفلام ومسلسلات منتظرة، منها فيلم أوفيس رومانس للنجمة جينيفر لوبيز وتصريحات أبطال مسلسل الرعب الكوميدي ويدوز باي. خلونا دلوقتي نشوف حلقتنا فيها إيه.
I was talking to the guy on the ferry, and he said something odd.
What was that?
He said bad things happen here.
There is something about these seafaring towns. The superstitions, their tall tales. I find it charming myself. What town doesn't have a checkered past?
Was there cannibalism?
No. I don't think that's right.
انطلاقة جديدة لعالم ريزيدنت ايفل من خلال فيلم جديد مقرر عرضه في 18 سبتمبر الجاي، واللي بيعتبر إعادة إنتاج تاني للسلسلة. قصته بتدور في ليلة واحدة موازية لأحداث لعبة ريزيدنت ايفل 2، والفيلم بيحكي عن مندوب توصيل بيحاول يسلم شحنة مهمة وسط انتشار فيروس بيحول الناس لوحوش. النجمة جينيفر لوبيز راجعة للكوميديا الرومانسية بفيلم أوفيس رومانس المقرر عرضه على منصة عالمية في 5 يوليو الجاي. خلونا دلوقتي نشوف لمحة من أجواء الفيلم في التريلر الجاي.
Daniel, you need to be in Miss Cruz's office in 5 minutes.
Have you met Miss Cruz?
She's tough.
She hates the sound of breathing. Don't breathe. But if you have to, try to take a quick gasp through the side of your mouth like this.
For most people, work is something that you have to endure. But for me, running this airline, this is the best part.
There is someone I like. It's my boss. She's dynamic. She's incredible.
This is not a date. This is a work dinner.
Cheers.
What's happening right now?
It's nothing.
One man.
Go home.
Jack! You're being deposed in the Dominican Republic.
Welcome aboard.
You're flying the plane.
I'm not just the CEO of Yerkez, I'm also a pilot.
My little brother's in love.
You don't shit where you eat.
I do. I sit where I eat, where I sleep, where I read books, where I wank.
الفيلم الجديد من عالم The Hunger Games اسمه Sunrise on the Reaping بيرجع بالجمهور ل 24 سنة قبل أحداث الفيلم الأول، وأحداثه بتدور عن النسخة ال50 من ألعاب الجوع، واللي بيشارك فيها الشاب هايمش أبرناثي في نسخة استثنائية بتطلب من كل مقاطعة تقديم ضعف عدد المشاركين للموت. الفيلم هيتعرض في 20 نوفمبر 2026، والتريلر الجديد هيكشف لنا لمحات عنه.
Hamish Abernathy. I bet I know a thing or two about you. You love her and she loves you.
Only love.
But now, you are on your own.
Welcome to the second quarter quell.
You have no idea what's in store for you. Twice the number of tributes, twice the glory.
Presentation could save your life.
Shoulders back, big smile.
You're brilliant if you drink it.
I confess to having a moment.
What do you think about the games having 100% more competitors than usual?
From what I've seen, they're 100% stupid as usual. President Snow has all the power.
Why do you submit to it all?
If we can stop the games, we can stop the capital too.
The arena, it's a killing machine. But all machines can be broken.
Go out there and make them remember you.
I'm sick of living in fear. Just surviving. We're not animals to kill for their entertainment.
If you disobey me, we shall open the bloodbath with the longest, most drawn-out death your people have ever seen. And may the odds be.
النجم جون ماجارو بيقدم دراما إنسانية في فيلم أمها، وبيجسد من خلاله دور أب بيفقد وظيفته ومش قادر يصرف على أسرته، فبيقرر ياخد ولاده الاتنين وكلبهم في رحلة بالعربية لولاية نبراسكا من غير ما يقول لهم السبب الحقيقي. أحداث الفيلم بتدور سنة 2008 وقت الأزمة المالية. وفي التقرير اللي جاي هنعرف من جون ماجارو تفاصيل أكتر عن كواليس التصوير الارتجالي مع الأطفال.
We need to wake up now.
What time is it?
I know it's early, sweetheart, but we gotta go. We're gonna go on a trip.
Rex, come here, boy. Where are we going?
Pretend that there is a fire in the house and we have to get out as quick as we could. What would you take with you?
The picture of Mom.
I mean, the idea of a road movie, a road trip, is certainly quintessential Americana. Although this is a sick, dark kind of road trip, it still is a road trip nonetheless. The fireworks are supposed to indicate July 4th weekend. You know, this is happening over that week before July 4th, which is around the time when this law was in effect in Nebraska.
Did Dad say where we're going? I think we're going to Disneyland.
How much are these?
$4.99.
I'll just take one.
I think the idea of the celebratory American dream with the juxtaposition of what's going on as this family is falling apart, I think there's a poetry in that. But yeah, I mean, the open road, the endless possibilities, the pioneer spirit, although it's going in the opposite direction of the unknown, is certainly a big theme of this film.
Keep running until you find the wind. Are we gonna stay here lots of days?
Just gonna stay tonight and then we gotta keep moving. What time are you open? Probably tonight.
Is Dad mad at us? I don't know.
That's what you do as a parent, you know. You want to keep your children with a feeling of safety and security, and you know, obviously want to keep them happy as much as you can. And I think it goes to show that Dad is, you know, at his heart, trying to be a good parent. He just has the odds stacked against him, and he doesn't know where else to turn. You know, I've said this before. I think in his mind, he's hopeful that he'll be able to, you know, kind of take this as an off-ramp, and then in the meantime, get his life together, get a job, get money, and then get his kids back. Little does he know it doesn't work that way once you get a bureaucracy involved.
On your mark, get set, go.
Your children's names are Charlie and Ella. They seem like really good kids.
I I think in America, there's this mentality among men where you correct your own problems, where you don't ask for help. I'm glad that that's starting to change. I think it's starting to change where men of all ideologies are now starting to realize it's okay to ask for help. But this is a guy who I grew up with. This is guys who I know who would rather, you know, go on that hill and die than ask for help. And that's unfortunately what Dad does. He thinks he can find the solutions, and it's really not until the end where he realizes he can't do this alone.
I want ice cream.
I want a lot of things, Charlie, but it doesn't always work out the way you plan. Sorry.
We kind of let the camera roll, and then I would just sort of have a conversation with these kids, and I tried to build a trust where they felt they could trust me. And a lot of what you're seeing is really improv, where we're just talking and finding things and finding these situations through them. And I think that allowed them to be as authentic and real as possible. And you are seeing kind of this, you know, verite style play out, because that's a lot of what we were doing. We knew, much like this, the road trip, we knew where we had to get to. We just didn't quite know how we were going to get there.
Dad, where are we going?
فيلم الانيميشن ذا شيب ديتكتيفز بيقدم لينا خلطة كوميدية غريبة اتوصفت بأنها مزيج بين فيلم نايفز اوت وفيلم بيب. القصة بتبدأ لما راعي غنم بيجسد صوته هيو جاكمان بيتقتل، فبتقرر الخرفان بتاعته إنها تحقق في الجريمة بنفسها. الفيلم بيضم أصوات نجوم كبار منهم جوليا لوي درافت، واللي هيكلمونا في التقرير اللي جاي عن كواليس العمل الممتعة.
I know when Rodney Hollingshead was murdered, and I know who the real killer was.
No more. Go on. The mystery will be solved when I read the ending tomorrow.
The script was sent to my agent, and he... Did you see I just did an English? My agent. Literally talking to you for 5 seconds. The script was sent to my agent, and he emailed me like, "This is really profound," and I was like, "How could this be profound?" Like, like the Sheep movie, and then within 10 minutes of reading it, I was like, "This is one of the best scripts I've ever read."
Ah! Why would he stop there?
He was just about to say who the killer was.
The doctor did
No
it.
way.
Genius. Oh, here we go.
It's obviously this beautiful family story as we see it now, but underneath there is a lot of kind of philosophical, existential thoughts going on. And then it is a lot of abandonment issues, a little bit of Lord of the Flies going on with this whole flock. And so it felt like there was lots to play with. And I suppose when it came in, you don't get a lot of projects that are from the director of Minions and the writer of Chernobyl. It's an unusual combination.
Last night, something terrible happened. Our shepherd was murdered.
No! George is dead?
The people in the will are always the suspect. Look around for a better window.
I'm going in.
You know, I think I was slightly lucky in that I think Julia had already recorded a lot of her stuff by the time I was kind of finishing mine. So I did get to hear.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Particularly for the final sessions, which was really useful, just on the rhythm of it and all of that. But otherwise, it is a bit fragmented. And I suppose that's, you know, it's part of the skill of the director.
Sheep.
What's that neighbor's truck doing here?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I want to bash it. I want to bash it so bad.
Stop! We've been over this. We don't bash things unless
there's a legitimate cause for bashing.
Everybody follow me!
Are we lambs or are we rams?
The real world is more complicated than a book.
We're not scared. They built 2D, like cardboard cutout versions that the CG, like VFX team guys would like run around in the background so we would see where they go. I love these guys. Like, shout out to these guys who just hunched down, running like little sheep. So thank you for doing that for us, boys.
Working with puppets or just working by yourself is a totally different experience as an actor. And I think I have so much respect for, you know, people that work in that form. I'd love to work more in that form, but this was definitely like my film school. I had never done it before. So I learned, you know, at my camera test, I had a live sheep. And then when it was really just me on the day with the winter lamb, I was holding a clay sheep that didn't have a head. So obviously you don't feel a lot of love for that, but I was able to, you know, get there.
Ducks.
Sheep! He's talking about you.
I'm tense and nervous and I can't learn.
I'm George's lawyer. Mr. Hardy left $30 million. We have our motive.
I just wanted to pet a sheep. Even if they're not in the movie, can't there just be a sheep around and I can just pet it on set? You know, those things are roaming around the English countryside. They're everywhere. But they just boxed them out of our set. They didn't let them on. I thought maybe we'll put a few in the background, you know, like so they don't have to CG in background sheep. They wanted to CG everything. So, yeah, not an animal in sight.
I can't seem to face up to the fact.
You all think you're smart enough to solve a crime. Do you know what humans call stupid people who can't think for themselves?
فيلم I Swear هو فيلم سيرة ذاتية بيحكي قصة الناشط جون ديفيدسون اللي عايش بمتلازمة توريت وفاز عنه النجم روبرت أرامايو بجائزة البافتا. الفيلم بيسلط الضوء على المعاناة والتنمر اللي بيتعرض ليه مرضى توريت بسبب الحركات والكلمات اللا إرادية. وفي التقرير اللي جاي بطل الفيلم ومخرجه كيرك جونز هيكلمنا عن أهمية الرسالة اللي بيقدمها الفيلم.
John, how are you feeling about starting school?
A bit nervous.
You'll be fine. Just keep your head down.
Ladies? I dream of a lady in body. A tale that she...
Can't help that! What is the matter with you, boy?
I spend a lot of time with people through Tourette Scotland who live with Tourette's. I read loads of stuff. I watched documentaries. I watched YouTube videos. Just, you know, like anything I could sort of get my hands on, really, to sort of just gain as much knowledge as I could.
It's called Tourette syndrome. Say things that I shouldn't. Do you want to come in for something to eat, John?
You wanker.
Well, it's nice to meet you too.
Sorry.
John?
I can sit here, or I can help this lad.
I tracked the story really since 1989. There were 3 documentaries, and I always felt like it was something that would make a great film. You know, because if you make a documentary, maybe a documentary crew are just there for like a 2-week period, and they're documenting what's going on in the life of, for example, John Davidson. And I just felt like John's story was so much bigger and so much more interesting and so much deeper that it deserved a full-length feature film treatment.
The BAFTA goes to Robert Aramayo from I Swear.
Absolutely right. Wow. I absolutely can't believe this. I can't believe that I'm looking at people like you and I'm in the same category of you.
I mean, we couldn't believe it, could we? Yeah, I mean, like, no one could believe it. It's like, it's just genuine, like it's genuine shock on my face. I think everybody was shocked. I honestly couldn't believe it. It was an amazing evening. It meant the world to me, but also, you know, hopefully it leads people to the film and people watching the film and learning a bit about Tourette's and stuff. So it's you know, it's a really great feeling.
Tommy, this is John. Come to have a chat about the vacant possession.
Right, I'll give you a rundown of the place.
Give me a in my hand.
Sakes.
Can you make a decent cup of tea?
Oh, I am good at tea. Are you spunk for milk? Are you okay with the ticks and the swearing?
What ticks? What swearing?
I think for me, it was like all the research that I did. You know, I had quite a two-dimensional view of Tourette's and what it is, and as soon as I started researching it and learning more about it and about triggers and about the nature of it and how complex it is, and then that was a big eye-opener for me. I really wanted to fill in that education, and we were passionate about it in the film in terms of displaying all the elements of what John lives with, the comorbidities, you know, OCD, things like that are like a big part of John's life as well. So it's like, it's the complexity of it really. And I think that, you know, as John said to us, or to you, Kay, you know, if you've met one person with Tourette's, you've met one person with Tourette's, you know, it is so singular. That was a big part of it for me. It's eye-opening.
I can see he's off the medication.
I don't think you are okay.
I don't think Tourette's is the problem. People not knowing about Tourette's is the problem.
Well, I reached out to John via Facebook. We had a Zoom call, and then I said, look, I'd really like to come and meet you, which I did. And that was really the start of a process where I kept going up to Galashiels, and I would sit for a number of days and just literally say to him, just talk to me, just tell me anything and everything you can remember about your life, you know, when you were young, you know, meeting the Queen, setting up support groups and community groups to help people who've got Tourette's. And John just talked, and I recorded everything, and almost in a very journalistic way to begin with. I went away and I recorded everything he told me in a script, which was way too long, of course. And then I just started editing that down.
Educate them.
I have Tourette's syndrome, and it makes me tick.
Who would pretend to have such a condition?
Hey, me!
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's why we made the film. We made the film to help people understand the condition, and there are many occasions within the film themselves. You know, for example, when John sees a girl walking down the street and he inadvertently ticks the word, that's an example of his condition being misunderstood. And even though he apologized immediately, it resulted in him being beaten almost to death with an iron bar and ending up in hospital. And it's a very dangerous condition. You know, when you deal with language in a modern world, it can be a very, very dangerous thing.
We need to get you out, man.
I can see he's off the medication.
I'm so sorry, pal.
I'm so tired.
That is Tourette's. You know, that's what it's like having Tourette's. And I think in the past people have considered Tourette's to be quite humorous, and we show that many times in the film, but it can also be really upsetting as well. So, you know, John deserved to be at the BAFTAs. It was his life story. We had 7 nominations. I just wish that everyone could see the film and understand how complex the condition is.
Remember, no swearing.
That young man over there would not harm a fly, and he makes a damn fine cup of tea.
Spunk for milk.
Spunk for milk.
مسلسل وادز باي هو تجربة رعب كوميدية جديدة من بطولة النجم ماثيو ريس، اللي بيلعب دور عمدة بيحاول يحول جزيرة في نيو إنجلاند لمزار سياحي، لكنه بيواجه قصص رعب محلية. تصريحات أبطاله هتكشف عن كواليس التصوير في المدن الساحلية وتجربتهم مع المسلسل.
I'm Tom Loftus. Oh, or Tom. Nice to meet you, Arthur. You want to grab some coffee?
No, I'm good. Jerry was just taking me through some of your history.
Oh, that's great. Yes, well, remarkable story.
I was talking to the guy on the ferry, and he said something odd.
What was that?
He said bad things happen here.
Something about these seafaring towns. No, not really. Or I certainly wasn't looking for anything lighter. I was, you know, fortunate enough to read the script and go, oh my God,
I have to do this. Not I want to, but because this kind of goal doesn't come around often. And this was something so unique and so true to the term of original programming. I was so entranced by it when it came. I leapt at it.
I think all of us, just knowing that Hiro Murai was heading it up, and after reading some of the scripts, we were immediately sucked in.
Yeah.
Because of his prowess and just how good the scripts were. Yeah.
They're tall tales. I find it charming myself. What town doesn't have a checkered past?
Was there cannibalism?
No. I don't think that's right.
It was an adventure, and it was perfect. It was perfect to be on location there. It absolutely had to be. You know, it's so much part of the show. It's its own character in the show. So it was an absolute thrill to work there, and it's a beautiful place. You know, it's a beautiful part of America. So no, I was delighted.
And so it just infused and imbued so much of the show. Just being there, shooting in those small coastal towns, just became such an obvious element, but just helped us, I think, in the filming of it. We tried to ignore it. when it came in, we tried to ignore it.
Yes.
We were too busy eating lobster rolls.
Or oysters.
Or oysters.
Hello.
Yeah. Very shellfish.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a hag?
Every sailor knows the story of the hag. Oh, let's say farewell to innocent drag. Oh.
We're one-take wonders.
Yes.
We were lucky to all being in the same place and having the same kind of love for the scripts.
And wanting to serve it in the same way.
Yes.
And I think that comes with, if everyone's coming at it from the same place, then you only want to elevate, and everyone comes to play, which was, joyous.
And we have an amazing casting director, Alison.
Fantastic.
Jones, who just has a great, has a knack of getting the right alchemy, because it is a jigsaw puzzle. It's depends, with Matthew heading it up, it's like who's going to fit, who's going to put up with it?
Yeah, with him. Yeah, is what you're trying to say.
Yes, and I struggled.
Perfectly placed. No matter how small the role was, she did a beautiful job casting everybody in it as the right person. How could Eddie Dale Dickey be anything else?
Oh my God!
The best.
I don't understand. How do you die?
She crawls into your bed and sits on your face.
I can't remember a particular story or whatever, but I remember a house in episode 5 that we were filming in that had it was in the middle of the wood. Do you remember? And that had a smell.
Are you talking about Wick's house?
No. That was beautiful.
Episode 5,
Okay, yes.
That it had it felt like, I don't know, maybe there was...
It had its own energy.
Maybe there was a body buried in the walls. Probably not, but it had bad juju.
Tom, I probably already told you, but do you remember the boogeyman?
I was home alone, and it started with calls. Weird breathing.
But they have similar goals. I think they come from similar places. They all, I think Kate said, they all come from pain. And they're like this kind of braided rope for me. They all want the same thing. They all want the best for the island. But how they go about it tends to kind of sometimes come up against each other. But ultimately they find each other in an unlikely team.
I think you did tell me that story.
Oh, okay.
Well, you asked me if I'd heard it before.
I still sleep with the dresser in front of my door.
But he murdered teenage girls. You're in your 40s, you'd be fine. What? Why is that more upsetting?
النجمتين آن هاثواي وميكيلا كول بيجتمعوا لأول مرة في فيلم مادر ماري اللي بيحكي قصة علاقة الصداقة المعقدة بين نجمة بوب ومصممة أزياء شهيرة. وفي التقرير اللي جاي هنعرف تفاصيل أكتر عن كواليس العمل والتحضيرات اللي عملتها آن هيثواي لدورها الموسيقي والاستعراضي المختلف.
I never let myself ever dream something like that, but it felt so beautiful and surreal, and I just kept saying to myself, wow, I can't believe this is now going to live inside of my memory bank, this feeling, and the generosity of everyone from the background artists that I did the dance like was one of the definitive moments of making this film for me. It was just beautiful when I realized that, like, anytime you do something like that, a lot of focus goes on the one performer, but it's actually a whole universe behind them. So I just felt really happy that it was me and that I got to be connected to so many wonderful. Yeah, well, the shoot aspect of it was amazing, and you know, I think it was just the way the film kind of unfolded over the course of many years. Much more equipped to do things like this. I don't know that I'll ever do it again.
Mother Mary 2 is coming up next year. This one will take 6 years. Dallas, Texas, and that's where that was shot, so it felt like a hometown concert for me. It's huge. I just couldn't get over how big it was. Just like the scale of what they put on. I've made movies that are fairly large before, but they're all dwarfed by what they did live on stage. So
I made David some Taylor Swift bracelets, which I gave to him. I think I gave you Anti-Hero, and did I give you Midnights?
Yes, yeah, yep. Anti-Hero is sitting in front of my editing computer right now.
In the beginning, it wasn't reading the script and feeling like I had to be a part of it. It was reading a script that was so phenomenally gut-punching, that rocked my emotions so aggressively that I had to at least meet with David. So going in, and then we took some time out, like, let's figure out if this is the right move, you know. Should I be involved? You know, I don't know. And we took time out and then came back together and decided that it was the right move, and I should join his family and serve his vision. So honestly, in the beginning, the script was so good that I had no idea if I was right for the part, and I really didn't care. I just wanted to meet.
وبكده تكون خلصت حلقتنا النهارده. شكرا للمتابعه، وتابعونا كمان على هاشتاج @showtime اللي ظهر دلوقتي على الشاشه على فيسبوك واكس وانستجرام عشان تقدروا تشوفوا اجزاء من البرنامج. ولو حابين تشوفوا حلقاتنا كاملة هتلاقوها موجودة على منصة واتشت.